Happening, everyone? We are back. It is Monday, and it is late Monday. It's Tuesday for all my Australian friends out there. But I'm glad I could stream at a convenient time for you all as well. I was streaming for has it been a week? Yeah, it's been almost a week. I was at the PLS conference live. Maddie threw. I actually clipped the part with me, Gamma, and Feeder doing the validator panel, which was really good. Turned out really good. Wish Dip Slayer was there again. Shout out Dip Slayer. He's some of the best scripts in the business out there. I like my scripts, but man, I don't know. He has some really good scripts too. A lot of people have been using them. I'm glad we did that. I'm glad we did the validator AMA with him because I got to produce some content for people to hopefully use this stuff. Again, it doesn't matter whose script you use, who guide you use, whatever. As long as you set get the help you need. That's the cool part. So. Great panel. We'll talk to the chat. I'm only going to go for about surprise, by the way, surprise stream. I'm only going to go for a little bit because it's getting dark. I need to take a run. Need to get some exercise. However, what's up, UFO to go? What's happening? Sweet Aussie. I assume you're from Australia as well. Welcome, Sweet Aussie. Good to see you. Davis, what's happening? Popcorn. I know. I feel like I'm one of the few people in America, at least. I know a lot of people who don't live here. Haven't seen High Stakes because it hasn't been in theaters wherever you are, unfortunately. Not yet, hopefully very soon. But I feel like I'm one of the few people in the community who haven't seen it. And I gotta say, I want to see it. I don't know. I don't know what the feeling is. I'm not annoyed because I know it's just, I just missed it. I just couldn't be around last weekend to see it. But I'm just kind of, I don't know. I've even watched a review. Big Pap did a really good review of it. It had some spoilers in it, but whatever. I don't think it really took much away from it for me. But it made me even more anxious to see it, and it's cool. I'm excited. I'll say I'm not anxious. I'm excited to see it because you guys know why I'm excited to see that documentary. Crypto Compassion. Hope to see you. Hey, we got the meetup in September coming, man. Hopefully, I'll see you see you there for the barbecue. Let me know. I don't know if you've seen it in the local meetup chat, but check it out, man. Hope to see you there. UFOs are here too. See, the whole time UFO to go called it. You called it, man. Aliens are real. That's what the news says or the government says. It's weird to even say that, but pretty sexy shirt. This is I wore this because this is the Bitcoin HEX. This is what I got at the Maddie's last meetup was in May, I believe, in Miami. Excellent meetup. And he made these shirts for everyone at the Bitcoin conference. That was a great time. I really liked that. I really liked Miami, hanging out with everyone, get to meet new people, see people who I've streamed with a bunch, but I never got to meet in real life, and then see people who I've talked to before and got to reconnect with them. That was super fun. Also, far out aliens, is it aliens or aliens? Aliens. You just like to hear me pronounce stuff sometimes, I think. You just have all these fun names. Very cool. Corey, an investor. Been a while, man. How are you? Good to see you. One of the best rappers in the business. This guy. Love his music. Love hearing it at conferences and otherwise and getting to hang out. So, man. Sure, we'll get on a stream together before too long. It's always fun to talk to you. And so many good creators and just people in the community who, I don't know. I see so many. I get to see so many personalities, so many people in the community. And there's kind of like the capital class, which I totally love and respect. These guys are awesome. But they're here to make money. Like they're literally here to make money. If they weren't making money, they wouldn't be here. Totally fine. And then there's like this other, maybe the more culty breed. I don't know. Like again, I want to see the movie because some of the reviews have been like, some of the people in it were, they got a culty vibe or something. I'm like, I don't know. If I was in the movie, would the words I'm saying feel like that? I don't know. I feel like again, I try my best to be, a first principles thinker. Think from the ground up, take feedback from reality, all that stuff. And I thought a lot about the ecosystem and Richard and HEX and all the products. And my conclusion is they're the best chance in the world to be the best version of yourself within the community and the ideals and stuff that are around and make the most money. So I don't get it. Are you in a cult because you're loyal? Are you in a cult because you have unshakable confidence in a legit product? And you love the founder, you love the founder's ideals, the way he wants to make changes in the world. I don't get it. I don't think that's, to me, that sounds culty. That sounds Like you have confidence. What's the difference between cult and confidence? I guess maybe that's a question. Anyways, back to Core and Investor. A lot of great people in the community and making good stuff. I love to hear all your new stuff and all the stuff you make, man. Good, great artists we got up in here. Incoming, what's happening? When I was actually extremely on time today. I was about 3 minutes after what I set it to be, and I set all this up. I did the thumbnail. I had some Sometimes I stack my thumbnails. I do like a pre-deal where I'm like, oh, I got extra 10 minutes. I'll just go and pick a bunch of thumbnails I think I like, and I can just use for whatever stream that I want to have in the moment. All these streams are very spontaneous. Some of them are planned. I guess most of them are planned, but some of them is like, hey, I got like 20 minutes. Let me go talk to people, which what I'm doing now. Hextra T-shares. Hopefully you get all the T-shares you could ever desire. They're Hextra T-shares. They are cheaper than they used to be, if you will. I don't want to tell you about price, by the way. Please don't ask me about. I don't even talk about price very often, and I don't, obviously no financial advice or any of that. But yeah, I don't. I hope you weren't planning on selling during the bear market or whatever market we're in. I'll just say that, or maybe you were. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. I think, wow. I'm really excited to see people. Here's what I want to see. I'll say it like this. I hope we have so many stories of people who DCA'd and bought, or maybe they sold the top and they bought the bottom, whatever it is. I hope we see so many success stories come out of this brutal price not up and to the right situation we've been in for a while. It has been rough. It's been rough on a lot of people. So, I mean, like I said, I think maybe that's, if you're here, again, I was talking about the capital class. You have more of the people who are here for the ideals. They want the community. They want that sense of belonging. They want to be around people with like-minded ideals and philosophies. And they just want to feel, I don't know, it's cool to have friends and just have people who I don't know. It's cool. The community part, whatever that entails for you and however you define it, that's pretty cool. And I think, I'm not saying, again, I want to be like, oh, socialist, blah, blah, blah. I think, I posted a blog. I'll link it to it. I'm not going to go over, but I did a blog about why I don't monetize and why, I think money is great. And obviously I want people to have it. I want a lot of it. And that's how you scale yourself to do amazing things. But I think there's so much more to that you can find. And I say that not to devalue what money can do or be like, oh, money doesn't matter. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying when the price isn't going up and when you need something else to think about besides how rich you are on paper, I think that's when the community kicks in. I think that's when your ability to, you're still allocating capital however you see fit, and you're still placing your bets. Maybe you're moving stuff around, maybe you're not, maybe you're holding, maybe you're staked, whatever your situation is. But yeah, I just think the people who are tighter in the community and have things to lean on other than, is the price going up or down? I have to think, I have to think that would be an easier way to ride out these kind of markets. Best way I can say it. Working hard here and filling my bags. Lots of people are doing that. People seem to be, and a lot of people are selling, obviously, from the price and stuff. Supply and demand, up and down, more buyers and sellers, and Hart's Law as well, which is an interesting nuance to that. But I see a lot of people. I hear about DCing. I hope it seriously works out if you're here, right, you're kind of betting on that. You're betting on this thing's going to turn around. And I don't know, if not, hopefully you got what you wanted out of everything in the end too. I really started to believe the journey. Again, I want to get in here to talk a few minutes. I don't want to be super philosophical or anything right now because I want to go over a couple things as well. And chat has been going great. You guys are posting a lot of good stuff, so I'll get to a couple of your questions. But I just wanted to, I think the power of the community, it's really one of those things that not only doesn't let something die or go to zero or or otherwise. It's just, yeah, it's one of those things. It's cool to have, it's cool to see, it's cool to beat. I think that's what people are looking for. They're looking, of course, they want to get rich, they want the backs to go up, but they want, it's a kind of belonging feeling too. I suspect, again, I'm not putting words in anyone's mouth, but yeah, that's cool. I think, even for stream, I'll speak as streamers too. When a lot of people stop streaming because, hey, the price wasn't going up. There's maybe get hit by this bad news, that bad news, or there wasn't this like hopium in the air sort of feeling. And yeah, I mean, sure that you can use that as kind of jet fuel to help you talk about things and be happy about them and sort of push things forward. But I launched in a bear market as far as streaming and stuff goes, and interacting with the community and all that. So been following Richard for 6 years, but I was very passive. And then if you don't know my story, then early last year started interacting more with the community, streaming, all that stuff. And I think that finding topics to talk about, like kind of preparing, building that kind of spirit, and then having relationships within the community really help me at least be able to not just be bored all the time and not just be like, kind of deactivated or whatever. At least that's been my experience. So if it wasn't that, if I wasn't, I think streaming has really helped me keep engaged too. And how we kind of, we talk about echo chambers and stuff, and it's like, I don't know. It's one of those things where you get to talk to people and kind of get different perspectives and look at things in a different way. That's really helpful. So, okay, I'm going to stop rambling. You guys just got me thinking about that for a moment. Where's price? And the bear's not pricey. I use the mute button so much. It's funny. Again, knock on wood. I don't see a lot of nasty things. And I think it's because I muted so many people, even people that, I still like communicate with stuff. But I just, people go on rants sometimes, and maybe, you forget to unmute them every once in a while. And I don't know. And I've just been spending less time on Twitter. So that's been better. Brandon B, what's happening, man? What's happening? If you had to pick one from this point next cycle, what choose and why? Thank you for that question that I'd give no financial advice on whatsoever. I'm gonna give you my canonical ice cream answer, Brandon. Brandon B. I was thinking about our stream the other day too. It's so funny. You did the book introduction on me, which is really funny. I did yours. If anyone hasn't seen it, go type in RHMax Brandon B and watch I think the last stream we did. It was really funny. It had a funny intro. At least I liked it. And we have he's a funny guy. Anyways, I'll give you my ice cream example real quick. Do you like 2 scoops of ice cream or 3? Don't know which one's 2, don't know which one's 3, but they're all ice cream to me. Not financial advice. What's up, MA? Welcome. Doug, what's happening? Welcome to you as well. Again, get your questions in. I'm only going to go for another 5 minutes, so I really need to get a run in. I did get a run in earlier, but I've been doing 2 runs a day, and I need to get it in because I've been traveling, ate way too much, went way off my diet. Got to get back to it. I got to start fasting again. Meditation's going well, but the fasting part needs to come back, and I need to go back to my keto for the most part as well. Interesting to see singles on staking and pulls and 9-inch coming soon. Could stake my PLS back if you're fair. I don't know. I've not messed with any other dexes other than PulseX and PHUX. So I don't know much about 9-inch. However, I can see a lot of people are excited about it. So I don't know much about it, but hopefully we're starting to see a lot of products launch. I think, we're still waiting on some of the bigger ones, Liquid Loans and PulseX or Power City and stuff, but we're starting to see them trickle along, and a lot of economic energy. Well, PHUX had 100 million in volume the other day and 30 million locked, and that was after prices went way down. So could be more than that. Godfather J6, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Welcome to the chat. And the Chad of the Donners has entered. What's up? What going on? Great stream. I appreciate it. Daddy Hexler, welcome. Won't be long. This is one of the short streams. I just want to get on here and talk about it. You guys have so many questions in the chat. I can't get to anything I actually want to talk about. I mean, I didn't have much, but you know what? While we're talking, before I get too far, because I know I seriously I can't, I'm not going to be on here too long. But let me share. Let me talk. Okay, PhD 805. Hey, appreciate you, RHMax. Our technical content Santa Barbara, a couple validators because you and Gamma inside. Nice. Thank you. Thank you. You're very welcome. Welcome to the team win, team validators, Union Gamma inside the Inc. or LP with PLS. You know, I haven't even been looking at much. I've been, I'm still doing the farms. I really don't look at it much because it's not, the crazy APRs out there because the price up and down and the farms went back and forth with all the copies and not copies and all that stuff. But I think as far as that is one place I see people putting their money, just leaving it there because you're earning ink. And where else are you going to put it? I mean, I'm sure there's community projects and stuff, but as far as native stuff on Pulse, we don't have single side staking yet. So you can't stake your PulseX. And for Pulse, I mean, if you become a validator, you can sort of stake it and earn more. But other than that, LP seems to be, I don't like putting my money in places that I haven't been around for a while, or, I don't, one reason or another. I just don't participate in a lot of third-party stuff, third-party community projects. I do some of them, but I think LP, I'm still excited about Ink. I still like it as a coin. Part of the RH ecosystem. And it's just, it's taking a hit like everything else because it's part of the ecosystem. If you believe they all go up together, they can all go down together too, right? If that's part of Hart's law. So any insight into Ink or LP, I mean, it's available. You can do it on pulsex.com/farms. And, every day or every second, you're earning a portion of Ink. Do your own research and permanent loss is the thing. I did all kinds of videos in this the last few weeks on LP and all that. So if you want some, it sounds like you probably already watched some of the content, but farming is one of those things where you don't have to stop doing it. You never have to start doing it, but you don't have to check it every day. I mean, I don't know. Again, I'm trying to avoid giving advice here, but for me, I don't check these things every day. I like stuff where I can put it there, especially if the things are paired against each other. It depends on the farm. Some farms, maybe you got to check it more often, but some of the farms are like, if you like both coins, if you get one more or the other, I talked about this, a bunch in other streams, like I said, but I still like the farms. I still like earning Ink. And I think LP there's a lot of other cool LP plays too, if you like some of the community coins. So that's what I'll say about that. See the amount of wants pulled? I did see that. I did. I tweeted about it too. I said, all right, let me pull up the screen so I can get closer towards wrapping up. Yeah, I tweeted when they tried to turn HEX off, and this was from HEX Alerts. Current stakers, I mean, just look at this. Up and to the right. Boom. Looks like more people. More stakers on PulseChain. Interesting too. I like how they show both stats. Very cool information. And then total active wallets. Is this PulseChain? Yeah, it looks like it. Total active wallets. They keep going up. So again, you see the FUD. I mean, I've had a lot of extra time recently because I was traveling. So I spent way too much time on Twitter. So I came across lots of people, bashing the community, bashing us, whatever. I really don't have an emotional response to a lot of this. I have commented on a few of them, so especially some of the famous people, because, I think, I don't know, there's different ways to look at this. Some people are like, you don't engage with them. Some people are like, we must, show that the community has a different, it isn't that way because so many people are posting and showing support for HEX and PulseChain and stuff. So wherever you lie on the spectrum, all this fun stuff, it really makes a lot of it feel a lot better, I imagine, to a lot of people when you zoom out and you look at the stats. And the stats have not slowed down. Look at the stats. The value locked on the bridge go back and forth. Whatever. If coin prices go down, it looks like a lot less, or if they go up, it looks like a lot more. But the number of stakers and the number of wallets, HEX and PulseChain, you see the chart. They're up and to the right. So if they were going down, it wouldn't feel so good. But if they're going up amidst all of this, I mean, what I think I saw Buck tweet the other day. If we make it through this, if the community doesn't collapse over all this stuff that's happened recently, like if you can't kill HEX through that, I don't know. I think it's a good sign. So this is a pretty cool one. I want everyone to vote though, or I don't really ask people to do things. I don't like saying it like that, but I'll put this in the chat. I will ask you to give me a vote so I can click one of these and you see what the results look like, because I think it's an interesting poll. So I dropped it in the chat. Tell me which one you want to vote for, and we'll talk about it. And let me go through the chat real quick so I can get called up and I can call it a night. Tea time. What's happening? Love your avatar there, like that dog. DJ AMX. Who's getting a petition together? Hex time we now straight back to SEC. Yeah, there is a petition. I think we had trying to get 1,000 people at least to sign it. It's floating around Twitter. Type in HEX SEC petition. I think there's a link somewhere. Hugh Hafner. Good to see you, Hugh. What a name. Glad you could join us. I know I'm doing a later one. I usually don't do them this late, but I just wanted to stream. I don't even know if I have a stream tomorrow. I really don't remember. I just like I said, I've been occupied lately. That Pulse plays the date. This you need our chance to undo the case. I don't know. I think I'm at. If I were to speculate, I would say that. And RH hasn't tweeted. I don't think for a few days either, since this or so. I would imagine his lawyers or his legal team is just probably prepared or preparing a response, and they're going to go from there. Pure speculation. And we may or may not see him streaming. This may speed up his streaming. He may have not been streaming because he's waiting to see how this stuff shakes out. Or he may now be like, if he gets advised not to for a while, it's fine too. I'm along Richard Hart, guys. You can doubt like, he didn't know this was going to happen. I don't know. I think you can make a case that he knew this was going to happen, and this is like literally some next level 5D chess, where he's like, I know this is going to bring attention. I know they're coming after crypto stuff. I want to break open crypto. I know I can win this case because I know they don't have anything on me, and I'm going into this. I'm going deep into this. I'm gonna prepare for it, and I'm gonna be ready, and I'm gonna set. Maybe he is, again, pure speculation. Maybe he's trying to change crypto this way. He wants to be the one because he can, right? Like he's the one. He's the billionaire genius guy, right? Maybe he wants to be that one. Maybe this is part of his glory story. I don't know. I hope so. Benny Davis, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. When I stream and people show up, ask good questions, it's more motivation to stream other than me just talking to myself. I'm going to scroll down. I'll scroll back up. What's up, Crispy? I can say hi to Crispy, I know. Making a lot of amazing content over there. Hexfire.io. Shout out to Hexfire. Yes, I'm going that very soon. Thanks for reminding me. It's getting so dark. All right, what did you guys pick? Airdrop, UFO. Anyone else? Nobody else wants to. You guys are just listening in the dark or something? Yeah. Anyone going to complain about the dark mode here in a second too? I like light mode. I can tell you why, but I don't need to right now. Airdrop. All right, I'm picking airdrop. Interesting. So 34 votes. So yeah, make sure you vote in this if you want to show if you want to be in the statistics here of what people. I just thought it'd be interesting. What do you about from unknown founders? So basically any airdrop or a new sacrifice from a well-established founder, somebody you like in the community. Some people still say they want to sacrifice. They don't want to YOLO on the airdrops. That's pretty cool. It's a great segue. I'll do the blog real quick. I'm not going to go into detail. You guys can read it if you want, but it does talk about airdrops, so that's why it's relevant. And how free money maybe isn't so free, and I kind of talk about this. I think it's pretty interesting. So, and if you actually want to know, what I consider my mission is, why I believe I like to think of myself as a creator more than influencer, and what keeps me from monetizing, all that stuff. I talk about it in detail in the blog. But that is pretty cool. I mean, that's kind of my view too. Yeah, I'll much rather do. I try to stay away from airdrops, honestly, unless I do know the founder. I just don't want to be, take your time, take your consciousness. You'll start shilling them, and a lot of times it's just a temptation. And sometimes they're good projects. There's a lot of good airdrops, but many other ones that are not so good. So I try to stay away from them in general. I just think I've better luck staying away from them than participating in most of them. I've been doing both for a while. Single site staking, whatever. Yeah, I agree. I've never been really that excited about single site staking. I'm like, especially when Ink was super valuable for a time being. Right now, it's way down. But when the APR was crazy and ink was going nuts and everyone started like kind of trying to understand the vision, I was like, I don't really care about single synthetic. I just want more ink, honestly. But a lot of people like it. So there we go. When do we get past the SCG charge? Can it come back and done? Or is it done and dusted? I mean, I don't think anything's been resolved as far as I know. So it's just kind of, they've made these allegations and now they are going to, I assume Richard's legal team is going to go and they're going to go figure it out, right? They're going to go to court or they're going to settle or they're going to be proven wrong or some result's going to come out of it. And then can they come back? It's done and dusted. You know what? There's that thing where you can't be tried twice for the same thing. I assume that also applies to civil because this is civil, right? So yeah, I think it'll be some time. Hopefully it won't be as long as Ripple. I think it'll be some time. Who knows? Maybe if the bull run ever comes back. I don't know. If you look at, there's a lot of people talking about XRP chart and compared to HEX chart. And, there's a lot of stuff going on with that. So. Appreciate it, because in real sense, market moved together like picking a flavor ice cream. Boom! Brandon beat. You know what I'm talking about. There we are. Appreciate it, man. Hope you're doing well. Sorry, I cannot get all the comments. I really appreciate you guys, though. Validation kicking butt. Yes, it is. Got to wrap up. Got to get my exercise. He's won. He's starting to believe. Can you make a tutorial on how to add more validators after you have your node up running? I have. If I can do a tutorial on it, because I haven't did it. So that's some things I just haven't did, but I do have documentation and links on the blog. I'll link it to you if I can type. I have it on the blog and that I kind of just took from the guide that I linked to it as well. Can I add more validator? Add more validators. Here you go. So I kind of just adjusted this for PulseChain. This is a command basically came from CoinCashew. Really good guides over at CoinCashew. So I haven't did it, so I hesitate to make more content on stuff that I haven't did personally. I try to, just try to, and I don't really do step-by-step either. But anyways, if you want to do it, I think there's a pretty good tutorial on this website. But I appreciate the always looking at. I posted on community threads on YouTube too. If you guys have particular topics you want me to talk about, let me know. Because I'm just kind of going through the community, thinking about news, thinking about things I'm interested in. But if you have stuff, just hit me up at RHMax on Twitter with a topic or link me to some reference or some link that you think is interesting. No promises, no expectations. But if I want to cover it, then I'll cover it. And I made a YouTube community post on that as well. Feel free to post it there. It'll be captured. Airdrop from an ended, pretty cool too. Yeah, that would be ideal for sure. Mix Slamming, nice name there. That would be for sure. Unfortunately, it's usually not that way a lot of times. Take the blue pill till we lose. Now they're going to get red pill. Find out for it. Yep. I'm in, man. I'm in. So yeah, double jeopardy. That's what it's called. There we go. I didn't know if it was civil and criminal as well, but it sounds like it's so. It would make sense. Thank you, SL. Appreciate that. You want the facts? Got to be Max. You remind me when you say Max, I think of HBO Max now because they renamed the app Max. In my favor. Thank you very much, HBO. Appreciate that. But yeah, like I said, Mark Marcel. I'm in, and I believe in Richard, and I believe in this community, and I believe in the project. So that's what we got. I think it's better than most. So anyways, everyone, thanks for joining me. I'm seriously got to take a very fast run now, but I enjoyed being here. I'm glad you guys showed up. So I will be back sometime this week. I think I'm streaming either tomorrow or Wednesday, and then probably taking a few more days off, and I'll be around though. Scivive 5555. We are out.